Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito.
Despacito, the Latin song that broke worldwide records in 2017. It's the most viewed video of all time, reaching a staggering 5 billion views. But Despacito is part of a much larger picture, a movement of reggaeton beats that is changing the musical landscape on a global level. Whether it's Russia, Japan, Germany, India, or the US, the sexy urban music known for its fusion of Latin rhythms is becoming the sound of choice for people of different cultures around the world.
In 2016, there were 5 predominantly Spanish language songs on the Hot 100. In 2017, there were 19. That's unprecedented.
Luis Fonsi, Nicky Jam, Maluma, J Balvin, and CNCO may not sound familiar, but their music is among the most popular on streaming platforms. And it's not just their fans that are singing their songs. Artists like Beyoncé, Justin Bieber, and Demi Lovato are collaborating with them in their language, Spanish. So how did reggaeton make its way into billions of homes throughout the world? Leila Cobo, Billboard's executive director of Latin content, explained how the legalization of streaming swayed the success of a song away from the record label and placed it directly into the hands of the fans.
I don't think that phenomena could have happened without streaming. Streaming raised the awareness that this was happening, and it has become the new revenue driver.
Gustavo Lopez, a former record label executive, agrees platforms like Spotify and Apple Music have transformed the meaning of success in the music industry.
Spotify has become the most powerful source of artist development, music exploitation, and even now monetization. We began to identify artists that were being viewed more than artists that were on the Billboard charts.
And this new generation of Latin artists has billions of views to go around. They came of age when the future of the music industry was uncertain.
All of a sudden, sales are down 50% over the last 8 years. We went from 6 record companies in the world down to 3.
So they got creative, using social media and YouTube to give fans free access to their music.
So all these artists break out of this. You all of a sudden see an artist like Nicky Jam, right? He's got 20 million Instagram followers.
When streaming came on the scene, their fervent followers were ready to press play. That's really important because artists can make less than $1 per 1,000 streams. To succeed in this new era, performers need millions of loyal fans that will translate to millions of streams. Meet Nick Rivera, better known as Nicky Jam. Hands down, one of today's hottest global artists and a pioneer in Latin urban music.
Something about reggaeton. You can listen to any music, but when you put that reggaeton beat on, man, everybody goes crazy.
He launched his first album at the age of 11 and rose to fame as a young artist, creating hit after hit when reggaeton was just making a scene with another pioneer, Daddy Yankee.
I went to Puerto Rico when I was 10 years old, and I fell in love with this movement, this Caribbean music, and the beats were just that essence that we stopped doing, that basic gang, gang, gang. I said, I want to be a part of this.
But drugs led him to lose everything. Broke and fighting an addiction, Nicky Jam moved to Medellin, Colombia to get clean and reinvent himself.
This country has 65 million people here. Like a hit song in Colombia had more than 30, 40 million views. I'm like, if I hit a #1 song in this country and I make this country really love me, I can make the whole world say, hey, Nicky's back.
By 2013, he was back and stronger than ever. He has 3 songs each with over 1 billion views and countless top 10 songs according to Billboard. This year, a Nicky Jam bio series is coming to Netflix. His social media following has grown by 3,000%.
When I came to the record labels, I already had my own platforms. I didn't need, to go there and make myself an artist. I was already made. So right now for record labels, it's kind of easy. Like back in the days, they had to make an artist. Now they get an artist already made.
Artists no longer depend just on their music, or their label for that matter. Their managers have evolved from booking concerts to micromanaging enormous business ventures for their artists.
All these artists signing deals now with major brands, mainstream U.S. general market brands. Like, it's all cross-pollinating back and forth. Is that really where they've monetized this?
Correct. I mean, the transformation of the advertising dollars into the data knowledge that we have of where the eyeballs are, it's what's really not only transforming music, but it's transforming how brands are getting to be known.
The passionate reggaeton fans have propelled urban Latino artists to fame and onto the charts. And top 40 performers have taken notice. In a world where streaming reigns, they get even more play from Latin artists' global footprint.
There's more and more collaborations. There's more and more remixes. The biggest trend that I see coming, moving forward, is a bigger global approach to music and a bigger global sound, and you see it in the chart.
So while the U.S. mainstream has resisted songs in other languages in the past, the reality is audiences who don't speak Spanish are singing and dancing to the beats of infectious hits and fueling a new music economy.
Well, they see in the power we have, you know what I'm saying? I hope it's not a trend, and I hope, you know, it becomes where they respect us. The American people don't get into this just because there's a hit Spanish song.
But Despacito singer Luis Fonsi believes this is just the beginning of reggaeton's worldwide impact.
I hope that it keeps growing and that people keep dancing and enjoying our music in our language.